Uh, Thank you, Sachin. Am I audible clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. A very good morning to one and all connected with us from all across the country. Hi, my name is Akshay Singh Ranawat, and I welcome you all on behalf of CCS National Institute of Agricultural Marketing Jaipur to the webinar series of Kisan Mitr on agricultural technology for marketing, organized by CCS NIAM in collaboration with Office of Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India. CCS National Institute of Agricultural Marketing is an autonomous organization established under the aegis of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India, to cater various agriculture-related needs, aspects related, in the, for example, training, research, consultancy, education in the field of agricultural marketing. CCS NIAM is also recognized globally as the Center for Excellence in Southeast Asia. Kisan Mitr, or as we call it, Friends of Farmer, is an initiative by Principal Scientific Advisor Office in partnership with CCS NIAM. The entire objective of this initiative was to bring technologies to farmers and reverse migrants who have moved or diverted to rural India due to impact of COVID-19. Under this initiative, more than 1,000 technologies have been identified, which are supported by ICAR institutes like NABARD, Ministry of Rural Development, ISRO, and Gates Foundation. On the supply side of the technology, there are innovators, entrepreneurs, researchers in academic and research institutions talking about their technology. Whereas on considering the demand side of this webinar series, we have participants ranging typically from agribusiness enthusiasts, government functionaries, agribusiness companies, to other agribusiness stakeholders who are keen in agri technologies. So moving towards today's webinar, we will be discussing two topics with our first speaker, who shall be highlighting on the subject of Kisan Mitr, its vision and the platform it's showcasing and what the platform offers. And with the second speaker, we shall be discussing the sustainability of milk productivity in dairy cattle through enzyme technology. So without further ado, I'll introduce to everyone in the webinar our first speaker, featured in Forbes magazine as a social investor engineering social change. Mr. Nagarajan Prakasan, famously known as Naga, is a versatile, passionate leader with more than 2 decades of global experience, both local as well as international. With so many feathers to his cap and his diverse endeavors in startup and investment ecosystem, is currently associated with Kisan Mitra as an advisor. Sir, I welcome you on behalf of CCS NIAM family. With our second speaker of hello.
Yeah, thank you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. With our second speaker of the day, Dr. Ravi Chandra, who has created the India's largest FSO manufacturing plant with 10,000 metric tons per year and has developed a cutting-edge patented enzyme engineering technology. He comes with an experience in genetics from CCS, Haryana Agricultural University, and is a PhD holder from. Is currently pursuing his PhD it's holder and PhD from International Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology in Molecular Biology and Structural Biology in New Delhi. Sir, I welcome you on behalf of CCS NIAM family.
Thank you.
So we'll be moving towards the first presentation for today. Over to you, Naga, sir. You can take it further.
Great. Thanks, Akshay, and thanks for everyone joining the call. This is fantastic initiative by the Principal Scientific Advisor Office, which was started with a vision that if you see that there are 11 million people have gone back to their villages, and there are most of them are farmers or farmers background, and there is a productive rural youth who left their villages because of the livelihood being lost, and they ended up in cities and doing various activities. I think this phenomena, I think this is a very, very sad story. At the same time, that provides an opportunity as well to improve the rural livelihood, because there was an aspiration in people's minds about towards cities. I want to make it big, but they're not coming here prepared, right? When they come with that as an unskilled labor, the city exploits. So this is where that opportunity is there for us to start looking at what need to be done from the aspect of from the aspect of providing them the skills required, or if they come back, I think they should live in probably what I call in India, not in Bharat. So that was an idea, and that's where we started searching for what we could equip them with. So that is where we saw that there are thousands of technologies developed to improve the farmer's livelihood. It was there available between Indian Council of Agricultural Research and CSIR and IITs and various agricultural universities across the country. I think this was initiative just 4-5 months old, where we have started accumulating all this data and technologies available across under this one national digital repository called Kisan Mitr. So there today we are on 1146 technologies available. And so that one of the ideas is about how do we bring the innovators to come and talk about the technologies, bring enablers like startups, incubators across the country. We brought them as well. On the market side, who can take this to the market? That is where we are partnering. I think last week we had in charge of KVK spoke, and he, KVK's 721 Kisan Vigyan Kendras are available across the country, which has access to a lot of farmers. But the other side, there are startups that are struggling to sell it to the farmers because they don't know how to reach out to the farmers. They ended up giving their technologies to the intermediaries, which again squeeze the farmer rather than help the farmer. So we are trying to bring the three elements together in Kisan Mitr platform. I think one element is about bringing the technologies available across institutions, plus bring the incubators and startups and enablers that FPOs, NGO, these are all enablers on one side. Then the market side, right? Plus who is on the field. So we have enabled now KVKs and there are hundreds of FPOs are joining. And then we have a small SFAC, right? Small farmer holders are there across the country. And then Panchayat Raj representatives are there. All of them, we have them available in the buyer side. So connecting all these three, and we hope to take these technologies back to the rural India, where you can equip the farmers with. And there are a lot of productive youth have gone back to these people. And how can we enable the youth with technologies, right? The youth is looking at agriculture as something that is dirty and don't want to get involved. But how do we entice them? How do we motivate them to involve in agriculture? I think technology has a big role to play. So what an example could be is, there is a farmer FPO in Karnataka. So we had a farmer who came and spoke about the challenges. And he said, I need post-harvesting technologies, need a very efficient way of applying fertilizers. So we showcase the drone technologies available in the platform. So today, a startup in Kerala, which provides drones for applying fertilizer, you can do it in 1 acre. And so they are talking to a rural youth, right, who can buy this drone, and this rural youth can start offering fertilizer services to farmers in their region. Now the farmer is getting very good technology, and a youth farmer who can start utilizing these technologies to help the farmer. At the same time, he is finding a rural livelihood which has potential aspiration for others as well. There are multiple technologies as simple as as complex as your drone, or as simple as maybe a tomato processing technology available in Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, where 3 hours from Bangalore there is Madanpalli, which is a tomato belt. Every season, the farmer just throw the tomatoes on the field because the price gone down. It is not viable for him to just go and even sell these or to the market. So now there is a technology, simple way to how can I make ketchup? How can I make the sun-dried tomatoes? Can I sell the pulp instead of the tomatoes? So the rural youth have gone back, can just adapt these technologies so that they can start implementing this as a value addition for so that farmer revenue increases. So that's the idea of this Kisan Mitr platform, and we have been, doing this every week, where 5 technologies are presented, started by a farmer's reverse pitch. Usually, you see that people develop technologies and then start looking for market. Here, we bring a farmer who will say that what do I need. Then we bring all these people, innovators and startups, who can reach out to the farmers and provide the supply. Like the farmer in Ayub Khan, he's a farmer in Bidar in Karnataka, he's getting a drone technology. Similarly, a farmer from Himachal wanted a solar drying technologies that people are getting for him. Similarly, there is a startup in Manipur, and he's working with the exotic local fruits, and he wants a pulping machine. There is a entity in Punjab. He's able to provide him that pulp machine. So this is what exactly the idea of these initiative is about, bring them together. So every Saturday we have 5 technologies are presented, and along with a farmer talking, plus one of the dignitaries speaking. Like for example, last week we had a head of KVK who came and told, I'm opening up 721 KVKs for all your startups to come and leverage and reach out to the farmers. We had Tamil Nadu Agriculture University Vice Chancellor came and said, I have 200 technologies and I'll be happy to support you, right? We have, NABARD, OFDT responsible for 5,000 FPOs. Mr. Uday came and talked about, and Srivatsava came and talked about how these technologies can go to the farmers, right? So this is the idea that what we're doing on Saturdays. This is hosted by IIM Bangalore. And thanks to NIAM hosts one technology every Tuesdays and Thursdays so that you can go deeper in one technology. Today, Ravi is going to talk about the wonderful thing that he has developed. So like this we'll pick one technology and go deeper so that people can have a deeper conversation. So I'm glad, I think, NIAM must be doing around that 15th or 16th session today. And the Saturday sessions becoming 15 sessions today, right? We have 1,200 technologies today available in the system. And we have another 700 technologies to be uploaded from Indian Coffee Board and Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, CFTRI, and there are a lot of foundations like Celco, and they're all having amazing technologies that's going to go. I think numbers are growing, and here is an opportunity, whether you are an innovator or whether you are a startup or you are part of an FPO or NGO or a skilling company, you're looking for ideas to work on it. This is a great opportunity, and I'm glad there are quite a lot of you joined today, and enjoy and utilize this opportunity that is available so that you can further enhance what we want to do is create an Atmanirbhar farmer. Yeah. So Akshay, if you just click the link, I want to show that site to them quickly. In the chat box, I've shared you a URL link.
So I've clicked the link.
Yes. Can you share the screen? Yeah.
Is it visible?
Not yet.
No, Akshay, it hasn't been visible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah. Perfect. So this is the platform today. I think we are very grateful to there is an NGO called Indian CSC. It's building this platform, and if you go on the top, so you have so you can see about this outreach, and if you click the outreach section, you will see this recording of all these sessions are available. So we have NIAM, NASCOM, and NSR cell are available there, and we are also partnering with Doordarshan because these are all technologies, these WebEx sessions or Zoom session. The farmers are not going to log in and understand these technologies. So we're partnering with Doordarshan. We are going to pick up 100 technologies where Doordarshan is going to air it, and so that the farmers and with the FPOs and the KVKs, they can do a screening session at the villages. It'll be in your rural vernacular languages that farmers can understand these technologies. So that's coming up very soon. If you go down, Akshay, a little bit, yeah. So we can see that agri-tech has come from ICAR and IITs. We have a lot of livestock technologies, scientific research is coming from the CSIR labs, and Himalayan Bazaar is about the entire states of Himalayas. So if you click the Agri Tech, Akshay, so you can see that all these technologies in Agri, if you go down, so click product technology. There are two sections. There are market trading and product technology. The product technologies are the one developed by the scientists. It may be still patent pending or that's not licensed. So here's an opportunity. You could be the first one to license this product and take it to the farmers, right? And look at, if you come down a bit, yeah. So yeah, if you just click just one of those, yeah, just cooling, mobile cooling. So here is somebody developed a simple cooling technologies for transporting your vegetables, because the freshly produced, you will have a problem about taking to the market. So here is opportunities for you to click, chat with them and all that thing. Yeah. If you could go back. So like this, you can explore and, yes. So yeah, go up. Yeah, go up, please. So if you click the Agri tag, so you can drop down. There are classification done on many areas. You can look at the cold chain, you have digital farming. So click any one of those sections. So you'll be able to drill down to the things that what you want to do and what you want to learn. So you can see there's only the cold chain related things will show up. You can click and talk to the innovator and byte. And so if you're not logged in, you'll be able to browse it through like this. But if you want to have a deeper conversation, you can register yourself as a buyer. And if you go above, all the way above, so there is a register button. You can register yourself from the top, and then you can log in, and so that all these informations you can be stored. You can put it right. So and the similar. And same thing we have on livestock and scientific research as well. So if you can go back to the home action. So this is market ready products. If you click the market ready, so there's some of the products which you have seen now. These are all products in development. So it may require funding. So that if you are an investor, you can invest, or if you can license this technology and make it for yourself. These are all the ready products available by these various institutions. You can just buy these products, right? So like this, there is divided in two stages: market ready and product and technology that you can license and things like that, right? So if you can go back to the home action. Yeah, open another tab. So if you can come down. So you see all these trails, we have international collaboration that we are working on it, and we will be partnering with overseas people who can buy these technologies as well. You can see that there are 44 countries people are visiting this site. So if you are an innovator, Ravi, so ensure you log in and update all your technologies up to date so that people can contact you. So if you can come down, Akshay. You can see that now there are 1146 technologies available, and how many in agri-tech in each regions, you can see that. So we will be uploading another 700 technology very soon. So if you go down, Akshay. So Umang is a government in entity that this is that e-Gopala only for traditional cows that was launched by the Prime Minister last week. You come down. So here is the details about today's session, right? So you can see about today's session is happening. So when the today's session is over, we will soon upload about Thursday session details that you can click and register. And similarly, the Friday, Saturday sessions will be available here as well. If you go down a bit, so you can see that there is quite a lot of challenges being introduced by the government. So if you look at here is a design challenge and people can apply. There is a below that there are problems which are not solved. Like for example, Punjab government was telling we need a technology that will reduce the water consumption by 50%. So the PSA office is able to put a challenge with Tata Chemicals So they are looking for ideas. How can you reduce the water consumption in paddy growing? So that challenge is out there. You can apply and then get selected and you can work on it. So if you come down, all our partners and who are involved in this process, and so IFCO is working on sponsoring the Doordarshan projects, and NSRCL IMB is working on it. You will see NIAM, and ISRO is providing the data for weather forecast and all those things, which is coming up later as an Atmanirbhar farmer. Yeah. And so the entire lifestyle details come from the Gates Foundation. FICCI has given working towards the international collaboration. So this is a completely, volunteers. All of them are volunteering to create this fantastic movement. And if you can contribute in any way, just reach out. And there is a contact session. You can email us. We'll be happy to engage and to this as well. If you have technologies, you can register and upload your technologies as well, and it'll get after a review, you'll get posted on the site as well. So with that, thank you very much, and looking forward, amazing movement towards what we're trying to do to ensuring that we have farmers who are going to become Atmanirbhar. At the same time, the rural livelihood is improved so that the people need not leave the amazing rural livelihood, end up and still living in the slums of Mumbai's and Delhi's and Bangalore's and walking back their home at any small distance, right? So that's the idea. And if you're also a volunteer, like for example, so there is an NGO last week reached out and said, we are from Andhra Pradesh and we need these technologies to be presented to our farmers in Telugu. We said, fantastic, you organize a session. We'll be happy to, arrange one session just for you on whatever the technologies that you want in the local language, what do you want. So you can mobilize local farmers, local youth, and you can come back to us and we'll be happy to arrange sessions for you to take this forward, because this is lab to land. So unless it hits the land, it's not going to add value to anybody. So our goal is about how do we take these technologies to the land and make the farmer more, income friendly. At the same time, why we introduce multiple things is not only farming, it's animal husbandry as well as handloom. Because earlier, farmers had a multiple revenue stream, right? So that he's not dependent on one thing alone. Last week we have one startup called Happy Hands came and mentioned about how he's making a farmer, growing country chicken, free range poultry, and this is secondary income for the farmer, right? So he has 2-3 acre land, but he's also growing 250 chicken in his land, and he's able to make money out of it. So now the idea about handloom is that if you're a banana farmer, you don't need to look at just income from banana alone. What can you do with the banana stem? There are technologies we will uploading here about how do you make a banana fiber. You can make shirt out of banana fiber. You can make rope out of it, banana fiber. So every part of a banana plant could be utilized so that the farmer is able to increase his revenue income, just not only selling bananas, but every aspect of bananas. If you are growing soya, then we are talking to some research institutes that soya fiber can be utilized instead of cotton. So today, what I'm wearing is cotton, it's khadi. But today, cotton requires a lot of water. So people are looking for alternative fabric. So this is where we are looking at providing multiple revenue sources to the farmers so that, they will be able to, manage their adverse conditions which may arrive once in a while. With that, thank you very much. If you have any questions, email us at kisanmitr@indianist.in or visit the website. So thank you, NIAM, for hosting. Great job. Thank you, everyone. And Akshay, please continue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I think the presentation spoke it all. It was very nice. The website is very well laid out. I think all the options on the portal are very clear to all of us. So once again, thank you so much for getting this into our lives. I think this is going to go miles ahead. So with the next presentation, we have Dr. Ravi Chandra Biram. Sir, I again welcome you on behalf of CCS NIAM, and over to you, sir. Sir, kindly unmute yourself, please.
Good morning, everyone. This is Ravi Chandra. I hold a PhD in genetic engineering from International Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology. But my first degree is in agriculture from Gujarat Agriculture University, Anand. Subsequently, I have done my PG in genetics from Chaudhary Charan Singh Haryana Agriculture University before getting on to uh, International Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology in New Delhi. So largely, I have the experience from agriculture to genetics to genetic engineering, and I looked very close into the enzymes to make them better, so that we can exploit them to the full potential. So we started this company, Karyolict Biologicals, uh, in the year 2012, and we started asking this question: can we really develop some technologies to enhance the livelihood of people, either in agriculture or in other industrial segments, or or human health? So the idea is to ask a very simple, basic questions, and actually to investigate into the gap of the research. The industry is doing something, farmers require something, or the universities are doing something. So there is a gap between what we really want and what we are doing and what is really available in hand. So we started asking the very simple questions: with the minimal technologies, can we really make a big difference? So the idea is, the first question that we were asking is, can we bring in the enzyme technology to enhance the productivity of the livestock as a whole? I'm just loading my presentation right now. So my presentation is about enhancing the sustainable milk productivity in dairy cattle through enzyme technology. So enzymes are there, they're known for more than a decade, and they're known to really, help in digestion, or bring in certain change in the nutrients, so that they are better absorbed. But then they have not really been, they're not really exploited to the full potential in livestock nutrition, because there is a there is a general belief that the ruminants or the higher organisms, they have the intestinal microbiota, and they have the capability to secrete the enzymes. So there is no supplementation. Supplementation of enzymes is not really required. But then when we are going through the profile of the microbiota that is present in the ruminants or in the gut of the cattle, then we have observed that it is not the just a microbiota which have the microbiota which can secrete the enzymes, but the kind of enzymes, because most of the guts of the cattle, they have the bacteria in them, and they secrete the enzymes which are not really capable of handling the all the nutrients, because bacteria is being a prokaryotic organisms. They have some lot of limitations in actually catalyzing the nutrients into absorbable form. So we thought, why not to bring in the enzymes from higher organisms or the fungal organisms, because these are not really present in the inside the stomach of the cattle. So we thought, if we can bring in the if you can make a cocktail, a proper cocktail of enzymes from higher organisms, that is from various fungal origin, and if you can actually formulate them in such a way that they can act upon the feed once it is given to the animal, the feed can be absorbed, and then more and more nutrient absorption takes place, and that will actually result in more performance and productivity of the animals. With this basic idea, we started doing research several years ago at Karyolact Biologicals, which is based out of Hyderabad. We have a team that we worked for almost 4 years before we got the product in hand. This is the image of our lab, and these are the people who were involved in this project. And then eventually we come up with a solution where we made a lot of formulations. We produced a lot of natural enzymes. but then they were not showing good efficacy. But then when we formulated in multiple ways, we have created hundreds and hundreds of formulations. We realized that when we made water soluble formulations, they were showing in a particular manner, they were showing a lot of efficacy in increasing the productivity and health of the animals. So there was no actually clear guiding principle how we have to formulate them. We were randomly testing various formulations based on some basic, very low level scientific knowledge. But then eventually it worked for us. Some of the formulations, in fact, they started showing great promise. Eventually, we have created a decent production facility to mass produce these engines and see how they perform. So this is the facility that we have at Karyolact Biologicals for producing various enzymes. And eventually, we developed the various unique enzyme-based solutions for dairy cattle for increasing their productivity, that is milk, increasing the productivity in the sense, to increase the milk productivity as well as to increase the fat percentage in the milk, because in order for the farmer to get more and more price for his milk, the fat percentage is a major ad stick. If the fat percentage is more, the cooperative dairies actually they look at the fat percentage and then accordingly they'll get a good price. So we wanted to use bring in these two advantages through our NIAM technology. So we employed a lot of enzymes like amylases, xylanases, cellulases, lipases, techniques, and we made a proper optimal cocktail from the these enzymes are derived from higher organisms. I mean to say, not from the bacteria but from higher fungal organisms, so that they have all the post-translational modifications in place and they're more effective in bringing out the response. So eventually we developed a product called Karyolact. That is the first product that we have developed in a powder form, and and eventually we developed various formulations using these enzymes, by supplementing calcium like the Acelical. Then we developed a product called Fat and Milk and Acelica Growcal. Fat and Milk and Acelica Growcal and Acelica Forte are essentially same, but then there are different marketing people who have adopted this technology, and they usually sell the products on our behalf, because we are actually R&D company. We do not have the presence in the market. So the technology has been adopted by various companies. For example, Fat and Milk is a Tata company, Tata Rallies. They have adopted this technology. They have tried and tested this technology. We manufacture for them and they distribute it. In fact, Asli Growcal is also a technology that is adopted by Coromandel International, and they distribute this technology by acquiring the product from Tata Rallies. So Karyolact is one of such products. So this product is a powder form. It is designed to increase the milk production and increase the milk fat and to improve the digestion and overall health of the animal and eventually profitability of the farmer. So we directly we market this product from Karyolact Biologicals, and Acelical Forte is a product which is calcium product embedded with this enzyme technology, because we wanted to deliver a benefit of calcium as well as the enzymes. So we combined this technology. I'll tell you the reason why we have combined these two technologies, because there is a mindset of the farmer which we couldn't change. So we thought, we go with the mindset of the farmer and deliver a benefit. So again, this Acelical Forte is also being distributed by Karyolact Biologicals. Then comes Fat and Milk. It's effectively same like that of Acelical Forte, but Tata Rallies, they have tested this product for about a year, and then they saw extremely good results, and then they asked us to manufacture this product for them, and they started distributing this product. Then comes Asli Growcal. The same thing, Coromandel International tested this product, and then Tata Rallies distribute this product to Coromandel, and Coromandel in turn sells this product through their Managromo stores. They have about 660 stores all over the country, and this product is distributed through Coromandel Managromo stores. So coming to Karyolact, what is so unique about it? As I said, we were asking a very simple question. We believed that the endogenous enzymes may not be enough to bring out the better digestion and the absorption of the nutrients. So we combined various enzymes. These enzymes are produced by very controlled fermentation. And these enzymes are all natural enzymes. There are no recombinant enzymes or anything like that. And they are carefully chosen mixture of the enzymes, and we formulate them in a water soluble manner. We are the only company who is making water soluble enzymes for animal nutrition in the world. Because normally, if you want to make water soluble enzymes, the methodology is freeze drying, because enzymes being thermolabile, if you try to spray dry or dry by any other method, they tend to get denatured. But then eventually we arrived at a simple technology, a proprietary technology, by which we can make a water soluble formulation of the enzyme in a powder form. And then that formulation is extremely critical to bring about the efficacy that we are talking about. Eventually, we thought, when we set off with this objective, we thought, can we increase the milk productivity at least by 5% from what is existing productivity? But when we have tested the productivity, what we have noticed is, by bringing in this formulation, we could see an increase anywhere between 10 to 20%, sometimes even 30% also, increase in the milk productivity. Then the bigger question that we were asking is, when the milk production goes up, normally the fat percentage in the milk comes down. So this is a normal trend that people notice. When the cattle are giving more milk, the fat will be less, and when the as the cow or buffalo starts drying out, the fat percentage in the milk goes up. This is the normal trend. Then we were asking, by bringing in proper mix of enzymes, can we achieve this magic of increasing the milk productivity as well as increasing the fat percentage in the milk? Yeah, we could achieve it, and we could see an increase in the fat percentage in milk anywhere between 10 to 15. I'm giving this range because normally animals, they are in different lactation stage, and they have a different genetic background as well as different health status. Depending on all these parameters, the increase in milk productivity through Karyolact or this enzyme technology per se is showing various level of efficacy. So what really happens when you bring in this Karyolact or this kind of enzyme technology for enhancing the milk productivity? What happens is, you know immediately after the birth of the calf, the animals start giving milk, and then slowly the productivity goes up in about 1 to 1.5 months, and subsequently it reaches the peak point in the milk productivity. And as the time passes, in about 9 to 12 months of time, the animals dries out, and then there is not any milk productivity. So what we have noticed is, when we are administering this mix of enzymes, there is a rise in milk productivity, and the peak reaches to a much higher level, and slowly tapers down, but the slope is less. So eventually, the window of milk production goes up, and the area under the curve, it goes up. So what it means is, effectively, if you are getting about, for the sake of argument, if you are getting 1,000 liters in one lactation cycle, you may end up getting about 1,200 liters in a lactation cycle. So that kind of an incremental increase we have noticed. So total milk productivity in a lactation increases by bringing in this kind of a technology. So you can understand, from the graph, the total area under the curve has gone up. So which means the total productivity has gone up. So we have given this product for for evaluation at National Dairy Research Institute, Bangalore. They have evaluated the product, and eventually they have mentioned that there is an average 13% increase in milk yield, and there is about 14.5 percent increase in the total fat yield. That means not only you are increasing the income of the farmer by milk, but also per liter price that the farmer receives is higher. So farmer is getting multiple benefit from multiple angles. Further, we have also given this product for evaluation at ICR Central Institute for Research on Buffaloes, Mysore. They have evaluated one of the researchers, master's researchers. She has conducted the study on this product, and she submitted her thesis, where she clearly mentioned the increase in the productivity as well as the economic benefit the farmer is deriving out of this by administrating this product. So the overall the benefit that is observed is, by spending about 5 to 6 rupees a day, farmer is getting anywhere between 40 to 50 rupees incremental income by way of increasing the milk productivity as well as by way of increasing the fat percentage. We also have conducted a lot of trials in Gujarat, We have given this job to a company called Prerna Bio Innovations from Ahmedabad, from Gandhinagar. We have conducted various studies all across Gujarat. We have conducted study in a farm in Sabarkantha district of Gujarat, where we have tested this product on low yielding cows, average yielding cows, as well as the high yielding cows. If you look at the data, there is an increase of 12.7% in low yielding cows, and in high yielding cows, the increase is about 8% in milk production. And we also have scored this product, what kind of uh, health improvement actually is it actually causing any stress on the animal when the product is going up. So we have scored the animal for coat color, alertness, feed consumption, regurgitation, and mouth muzzle wetness. So for all these are the typical parameters by which farmer or the veterinarians they evaluate whether the animal is in good health or not. If you look at the data, in most of the case, in almost all the cases, the health is improving when this product is given to the animals, which is good. So we are in one way we are improving the health of the animal, and we are increasing the productivity of milk, and we are increasing the value of the milk. So it's actually a win-win situation for the farmers and for the dairies as well. I'll come to that how it is a win-win situation for the dairies as well. Which we have conducted in Panchmahal district of Gujarat, in a village called Derol. There also, if you have see, if you can see that there is about 10.7% increase in average yielding cows, and there is also a fat percentage increase, up to the tune of 9.4%. And in animals which are actually near drying, means low yielders, increase in milk productivity is higher. That is about about 13 to 15% in this study. We have also conducted most a third trial in Gujarat, where we have seen almost milk production is doubled in a cow which is drying, almost at the near drying situation. We have also seen the increase of milk productivity up to the 22%, and in some cases 15%. The data is very clear. So like that, we have conducted so many trials all over the country. We have conducted trials in Maharashtra. We have conducted trials in Gujarat as well. So overall, if you look at the health status assessment for 6 months, we wanted to see the long-term impact of this product on the health of the animals. So we have again scored the animals, about 8 animals. We have conducted long-term trial for regurgitation, muzzle wetness, skin coat color, alertness, feeding, these kind of parameters, and we scored the animals like on a scale of 1 to 5, from poor to excellent. So this is the data. Look at it all the time. In all the animals, you can see the increasing trend. This work is done by again Prerna Bio Innovations. So always, the health parameters are always improving when the product is being administered. So in summary, if you look at it, what we have noticed is there is an increase in the milk productivity, and there is improvement in the health, and there is an improvement in the fat. Important for what farmers have informed us that the number of visits to the veterinary doctor have come down because the health is improving. So one might wonder, why this kind of response is being observed when this product is being observed. It's a very simple thing. We are ensuring that by proper digestion of the nutrients, is a better absorption and better nutritional status of the animal, because of which the productivity is increasing and the milk fat is increasing and health is improving. There is no other magic. There is very simple phenomena, aiding the animal to have the better digestion. That's it. Better digestion and better absorption of the nutrients. We have also conducted trials in Karnataka, and we haven't participated in the trial, but Karnataka Milk Federation, we presented the data from Gujarat, and then we asked Karnataka Milk Federation to try and test this product. They have conducted trials in South Karnataka, in Mysore. They have a lot of about 12 milk unions under Karnataka Milk Federation. So they have conducted various trials. This is a trial from Mysore District Cooperative Milk Producers Union, Mysore. If you look at it, always you can see the increase in the productivity, milk productivity, as well as the fat. You can see on in the first graph 3.45 to 4.05. 8.2 liters of milk to 11.4. Like that, you can see always, the upward trend, the increase in fat percentage as well as the total milk yield from the animal over a period of, during, a window of, 7 to 10 days. This is a trial from Chamarajanagar District Cooperative Milk Producers Society, which is also under KMF, Karnataka Milk Federation. This is the data given by the KMF. This is not our data. So there also you can see a clear increase in the milk productivity. So this is again the data from Ramnagar District Cooperative Milk Producers Society Union Limited, Bangalore, Devanahalli. You can see again increase in CLR by 1 to 2.5 in cows. So this is the data from North Karnataka, Dharwad, and other places. So here the trial was also conducted on buffaloes along with the cows. So clearly there is an increase in milk fat because there used to be a problem in Karnataka dairy farmers. The fat used to be low in both in dairy and in dairy cows as well as in dairy buffaloes. So that problem is being corrected by Karyolact. You can clearly see an increase in fat percentage from 5.8 to 6.1 and 6.7 to 7.1 when Karyolact is being administered. In summary, people have, KMF has noticed a clear increase in milk production and fat percentage and corrected lactometer reading. And fat percentage was increased from 0.3 to 2 in these are the absolute numbers, not in total percentage. And milk increase was observed to be anywhere between 0.4 to 2.5 liters per day on average. And the problem with, as I mentioned earlier, with Karnataka milk producers was government used to pay them about some dividend to the farmers if it meets some quality requirements, that is about 3.5% of fat as well as 8.5% of SNF. It is mandatory. So a lot of unions are actually not meeting these requirements. But when Karyolact is being administered, they met this quality criteria and they are getting the perks from the government. So that is, I think farmers, I like the overall the product, and came as Karnataka Milk Federation really liked this product and recommended for procurement of this product, and we supplied this product to Karnataka Milk Federation. But the distribution was problem because we were not having the distribution channel to reach out to every farmer. Overall, if you look at the landscape of Karnataka, what we noticed, what we have studied by these numbers, what we have realized is that if you can deploy this product, a total additional profit for the dairy farming community of Karnataka will grow by 2,800 crores because by the incremental increase in milk as well as the incremental increase in the fat percentage. And then what it means to the dairies of Karnataka. Not only farmers will get benefit, but dairies will get the benefit of about 1,183 crores because they don't need to spend so much on the health of the animal. The procurement cost will come down, and the overall health of the animals will, and the longer lactation periods will benefit the Karnataka dairies to the tune of about 1,183 crores. So everybody is winning by this product. So we have presented this data to the KMF and they liked it. But then we were clueless how to distribute to each doorstep, each of the farmers, because we didn't have the reach to the farmers. So we started talking to companies. We made a lot of efforts to educate the farmers. We had deployed forces to educate the farmers about this product in Maharashtra, in Gujarat. We have given a lot of distributed a lot of samples, and everybody is happy about that. But then we were too small company to really take up this job. So we had to reach out to bigger players like Tata and Coromandel to distribute the product. So this is the media coverage regarding the performance of this product. 35 newspapers have covered the performance of this product in Gujarat when we have conducted these trials. So these are the media reports from Andhra Pradesh where everybody liked the product, and in fact, Visakha Dairy adopted this product and they started distributing this product from their side. But then the distribution is not really that effective. And even Sangam Dairy, Vijaya Dairy from Andhra Pradesh, they adopted this product and they started distributing to the farmers. So overall, if you look at the achievement of our company in terms of animal nutrition, we are the first company to develop a unique water-soluble enzyme for maximum efficacy in livestock. Uh, because of this formulation itself, only because of the formulation we believe that we are seeing the efficacy, because we try to use the same enzyme in a different formulation, they haven't shown the efficacy. And using this enzyme, water-soluble enzymes, we have developed this Karyolact, where we could demonstrate increase in milk as well as fat. We used the same technology, to create a product called Karyolact for improving the growth and performance in shrimp. We have made a product called Karyoblast to increase the growth and performance and feed conversion ratio in fish. And all these products, Karyolact, Karyomax, and Karyoblast, all these products are phenomenal success. Now all these products were adopted by taken up by Tata Rallies, and after that careful evaluation for about a year, and they started distributing on our behalf. We also developed a technology, patented technology to fight the white spot virus in shrimp. In fact, we have moved forward and we have created, world's first recombinant shrimp vaccine to fight the white spot disease, and that is going to be commercialized by end of this year. These are the product lines for animal nutrition, and all these products were taken up by Tata Rallies, and they're distributing to the farmers all over the country now. We received first prize at International Knowledge Millennium Conference for our innovations. And then we got Excellence in Biotech Research Award at India Leadership Conclave 2011. Not only that, we have moved forward, and we have developed a technology to mass produce something called fructooligosaccharides, which is a prebiotic, which is known to improve the health of the animals and performance of the animals. This is a prebiotic, which is very expensive otherwise. It costs about anywhere between 300 to 500 rupees a kg. So this is not being really used in the animal feeds. And as animal feeds, I'm talking about poultry feed, cattle feed, and shrimp feed. But then we have developed a disruptive technology where we could manufacture this FOS piece a kg. So we have created the India's largest FOS manufacturing technology by creating an enzyme which actually does this, makes this FOS at a low cost. So normally manufacturing process of FOS takes anywhere between 36 to 48 hours, but because of our enzyme technology, we could manufacture this fructooligosaccharides in under 30 minutes. Our enzymatic process takes about just about 30 minutes. So we could create a capacity of 10,000 metric tons per year capacity. Now we are about to launch this product for the animal nutrition industry in the country, so that in a natural manner we can increase the productivity of the livestock, not only cattle but poultry as well as in aquaculture. That's it from my side. Thank you very much for your time and the opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for the presentation. I think you very well in very comprehensive manner explained everything.
Yeah.
To all the participants and to all who are connected with us, if you have any questions or queries related to the presentation made by both of our speakers of the day, kindly proceed towards that. You can also drop your questions or queries in the chat box as well.
I would welcome any queries in the chat box as well. You can also write to me at ravi@karyotica.com if there are any questions.
So, Ravi, you mentioned about some of these technologies are now available to the big corporates. I know Tata's Coromandel. So, if a startup would like to license these technologies, they can still do that, or is it only it's already given to them?
No, sir, it is like this. If a startup is interested, they can actually take the technology from us through Tata, sir. The same, In fact, we have given exclusive license to Tata Rally. Coromandel, in fact, has licensed this technology from Tata Rally, and we give the product to them. We manufacture the product to them for them.
Okay. Got it.
So any company can come approach us. We'll talk to Tata Rallies, and through the Tata Rallies, we'll pass it on to the company.
Very nice. Good. And these are all the technologies to help improve the yield, right?
Yield and quality, sir, and the health of the animal.
Yeah. And will that have any side effects on their health?
No, sir, absolutely. That is we have done long-term studies
Yeah.
just to see the impact of this product on the animal, because we are not, people have this notion that companies will bring in chemicals or steroids and this kind of things. That's just
Correct.
just natural animals. If you see the data, we have studied the animals for their health parameters. Their the health is improving phenomenally by improving the productivity increase, by improving the health of the animal, and by not doing anything else. The healthy animal will produce more.
Right.
In fact, our FOS technology, some of these products, fat and milk and acidic brocal, we have embedded this something called fructose I was talking about. This is a natural prebiotic. It helps the animal, to maintain a healthy gut. It's a very expensive product otherwise, but we have created a disruptive potential technology by which we can bring down the cost phenomenally low, almost 4 times lower than the market price. So we have created the capacity to mass produce this product also. From this one, we are distributing this product to the feed company.
And is there a limit and all, right? So sometimes that people get excited because it's increasing the yield. Just can I add a lot more of it so that it will further increase?
Yeah. So we have to clearly mention the dose of it. In fact, we operate at a very low dosage of the animal. Even if the dose is 3 times okay, it will not harm the animal. We have tested the higher doses also, but it will not give any additional benefit. The dose of the animal that we give to the animal is extremely low. We don't use, we have our own system of management we are following. So that will be a problem. But we have previous proof also in the bottle. So this is the bottle, which this is actually a 300 grams bottle, and there is a scoop inside that. And what we recommend to the farmer is just use 1 scoop, per day per animal. That's it. So that's how we control. Even if they use 2 spoons, it doesn't harm the animal. It will only go out in the fecal matter. So it won't harm. Because it is not getting absorbed by that animal. Only when the feed is being ingested by the animal. The excess enzyme will go in the dung. So that shouldn't impact the animal negatively in any manner.
Understood. Okay. Thank you.
So, any other queries?
Participants, if you have any questions or queries, kindly proceed. You can also drop your queries in the chat box or the email address given by Dr. Ravi.
Thank you, Naga sir, and thank you, Akshay.
Okay, then, with no further questions or queries to due, I think we'll wrap the session up. I again would like to thank both of our speakers for patiently and actively participating with us. A very thank you to all the participants for patiently hearing both of the presentations.
Yeah. Ravi, have you received the login details to log in to Kisan with the platform?
I haven't received, sir. I'll request Abhishek or Akshay.
Okay, just log in update so that I think there's a great product and there are a lot of startups in the milk space. We'd be happy to come in and take this forward. Yeah.
Sure, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah.
Okay, please continue, Akshay.
Okay, then, sir, with no questions or queries, I think we'll wrap the session up. So thank everyone for actively participating. I think both the technology and the platform are very well in camaraderie with each other, and I think we have a great future ahead in the startup ecosystem as well as in the agricultural sector. So with programs like Kisan Mitr, I think we have a great future ahead. So thank you so much, and good luck to everyone, and have a nice day. Thank you so much.
Bye.
I request all the participants to kindly leave this session room, please. Thank you.